Chapter 5. I shouted immediately with fear. Abigail! 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 Where are you? I have lost my second sister again, was the thought that crept into my heart, as I cursed myself, claiming that I'm a bad luck with a killer star that always kills my sisters. My parents won't take this news lightly with me. I started searching everywhere for her, and then all of a sudden, I had my name being called from the water. I looked back, and I saw her head and her hands moving in the water as she was trying to maintain her balance from sinking back into the water. Me, Burden lighted. Oh, heaven, you scared me. I thought you were gone. Abigail, I'm sorry. I'm only training myself on how to stay long in the water. Me, okay. Abigail, can you turn your back? Me, okay. I chuckled as I turned my back. Me, smiling. I just hope you won't disappear again. Abigail, you're not okay. I rolled into laughter, and my sister joined me. It's been long, I laughed, and it sure does feel good to laugh again. Me, did you know the vampires can control the beast? Abigail, did you mean the creatures in the form of a man? Me, yes. Abigail, okay. So how is it possible? Me, I thought the vampire uses a spell on them because yesterday when I was fighting the vampires, the beast did not appear. Abigail, yes. You're making sense because the beast did not come, like the first time the vampire came for hunting. Me, I need to find what they are using to hold them back because it might really help us in our village. Abigail, I support you in that. I just wish we can end all this beasts and vampires and live a normal life with peace and unity. Me, yeah, that's a great wish. But if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. I just hope your wish is not beyond the impossible. Abigail, yeah, me too, I pray so. After my sister finished dressing, she came to my side and we started walking home. She intertwined my hand with hers as we walked on, and all of a sudden, a vampire flashed past me, getting hold of my sister and taking her away from me, and fear gripped me. I ran after the vampire, forgetting about the fact that the beast works with sound. All of a sudden, a beast arrived in front of me, and I was fast to draw my sword. A force came out of the sword, slaying the beast dead. This is getting amazing. I can't believe I was able to kill the beast with my sword. Another beast appeared from nowhere, as it was busy screeching, and the sound was so unpleasant as it pierced my ears. It charged toward me to attack, and I ran also to attack. Once I was getting closer to it, I slid under it and pierced the sword into it, and it fell down crashing to the floor dead. I walked to the beasts that were killed by the sword's power and found 2 green stones, one for each beast. I picked it up, and I stared at it. I put it in the backpack I was carrying and raced toward the area the vampire followed. I traced every footstep of it, as it had left some traces on the floor, even if it wasn't that clear. I kept on tracing the footstep in the narrow road, as there were bushes on both sides. I didn't return my sword into its shell, because anything could attack me any time. I finally got closer to a very big building, because I was sighting it from afar off. The night had started approaching, as I was very sure that the time was by now the 19th hour of the day. All of a sudden, a tiger launched an attack on me, and I bent down as it jumped past me. I never expected the attack, and this made fear grip me. I turned back and looked at the tiger closely. It had blood on its mouth, as it was not the normal tiger color because its skin was very dark. This must be a vampire's tiger, I thought. It roared hard at me as it charged toward me. I put back my sword in its shell and removed it with anger. The force came out of the sword, destroying the tiger into pieces. I turned back and started walking toward the building. I walked probably about 3 hours and a half before I got very closer to the building, as night had come down fully. I was tired and exhausted as I thought about my parents. I know they will be worry sick about us now, and they may have started finding us now. I need to rescue my sister alive, even if I didn't make it out alive. I can't imagine what those heartless creatures will do to her if I didn't rescue her. I looked up to the sky and saw that the full moon appeared brightly in the sky, shining light in the area. I was shaken and afraid, thinking about the fact that my sister might be killed, considering that vampires can't survive this full moon without drinking blood. I started finding my way to enter there, searching around the building. I walked to the back of the building, or should I say castle, but there was no way in, as vampires were guarding around the area. I walked back to the front and sighted my sister being treated like an animal, as they tied both her hands and legs, leaving her on the cold floor. I started walking there in anger, not minding my stupid and foolish move, and I was knocked out with an unknown force as I hit my head hard on the wall of the building. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next chapter. Copyright 2026. All rights reserved. This work is protected by copyright. Reproduction, distribution, adaptation, or transmission of any part of this work without the prior written permission of the copyright owner is strictly prohibited.